The Western music world was plunged into sorrow once again when news broke that the beloved troubadour Todd Snider had taken his final bow at just 59. His passing on November 14, 2025, left an ache in the hearts of fans who cherished his warm storytelling, ragged charm, and fearless honesty. For decades, Todd had been a glowing light in the realms of folk and Americana, and losing him to complications from an undiagnosed case of walking pneumonia felt like losing a friend who always knew how to sing our truths back to us. Melita Osheowitz, the woman who once shared his heart. Before the world said goodbye to Todd, many had long been fascinated by the tender, complex chapters of his personal life, especially his enduring marriage to visual artist Melita Osheowitz. Their love story began in the late 1990s, in a place often marked by pain, yet capable of unexpected healing, a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. According to Melita, their connection was instant, deep, and startlingly sincere. She described Todd as warm and supportive, someone who understood her heart even when she struggled to understand herself. Their marriage spanned more than 10 years, stitched together by shared vulnerability and artistic longing. But by 2015, Todd revealed that the pair had quietly ended their marriage a year earlier. Even so, Melita, now a respected New York-based painter, never erased Todd from the emotional canvas of her life. Her art, centered on themes of loss, rebirth, and emotional awakening, was shaped in part by Todd's encouragement. She often acknowledged that he helped her break free from the idea that she needed total stability before she could fully embrace her creativity. Melita launched her career in 2001 and went on to exhibit her work in New York, Tennessee, Florida, California, and beyond. Through it all, she carried gratitude for Todd's early belief in her talent. Their love story, tender yet imperfect, even found a place in Todd's 2014 memoir, I Never Met a Story I Didn't Like, where he spoke respectfully and affectionately about the woman who once helped steady his wandering soul. Despite the ending of their marriage, there was never bitterness in Melita's memories, just a quiet honoring of what they once shared. Their bond didn't survive romantically, but its emotional imprint remained, shaping both of their lives long after they parted ways. Why Todd Snider chose not to have children. Throughout his life, Todd was open, sometimes humorously and sometimes painfully, about the fact that he never had children. His only marriage was to Melita, and together they decided not to expand their family. In interviews, Todd often approached the subject with his trademark blend of humor and blunt honesty. He once joked to People magazine that if he'd ever become a father, he'd probably have left the kids on the hood of the car, a raw but heartfelt admission of how chaotic his life on the road could be. Todd struggled openly with mental health challenges and long-standing battles with substance use. He carried emotional storms that often accompanied him from stage to stage, city to city. As a touring musician constantly in motion, he recognized that he couldn't provide the sense of permanence, structure, and calm that a child deserved. That honesty, heartbreaking as it was, reflected the depth of his self-awareness. The heartbreaking final chapter of his life. Todd's final days were marked by turbulence, exhaustion, and silent pain. According to KUTV, the beloved musician endured a frightening ordeal on November 2, 2025, just hours before a scheduled performance in South Salt Lake. He was reportedly injured outside a hotel and later taken to Holy Cross Hospital for medical attention. However, what should have been a moment of healing spiraled further when Todd was arrested following a heated verbal altercation with hospital staff. It was yet another glimpse into the emotional battles he had been quietly fighting. Afterward, Todd returned home to Tennessee, hoping for rest and recovery. It was there that he was diagnosed with walking pneumonia, a condition that often disguises its severity until it becomes dangerously advanced. Though he was transferred to receive further treatment, the infection tightened its grip, and his health began to crumble. His family later revealed that Todd had been suffering deeply in silence during those final weeks, carrying a weight few knew he bore. In the end, despite the efforts of doctors and the prayers of those who loved him, Todd's tired heart could no longer continue. The world lost not just a singer, but a poet, a wanderer, a truth-teller, someone who stitched humor and heartbreak into songs that felt like confessions whispered around a campfire. His family asked the world to hold him in their hearts and prayers, acknowledging the quiet suffering he had endured. Rest in peace, Todd Snider. Your voice may have fallen silent, but your spirit will sing forever.